Metasploitable lessons we've been running. In the previous video I said we'll come see more of what MSFConsole can do. So yeah, that's what we'll be practicing today. Just a few things to show you what you can do when you gain like root access to a vulnerable server, and how you can do a lot of things actually. But the thing that isn't really like in this video is how you could like escalate your privilege, because most of the systems you get access to, you would need to escalate your privilege. So let me just put the logins over there. I need to shrink this also. So yeah, if you remember from the previous video, this is where we kind of left off. I would need to split this also into two, because I need actually let's just leave it like this. So yeah, we left it at MSFConsole. Let's run the command real quick as I explain what we will be covering really. You can see there's some really cool ASCII art. Actually, let me just make these side by side so you can see everything in real time, which is good. So we make that over there, and let's see, put this one here and out there. So it looks a bit weird, but like it is what it is. Can't really do much. So we have some cool ASCII art over there, and we have the MSFConsole running. So without further ado, let's just jump into the video. So last time I showed you how to get the shell, which you would need to do the nmap scan. When you get the nmap scan, come and search for the service that's running, because this thing has like 2,519 exploits and a bunch of payloads and 9 evasion techniques. Like, look at all of this thing, it just has a bunch of stuff. So when you're doing like capture the flags, you will mostly find that a lot of the exploits are already existing. Some of them are on GitHub, you can just run them, but those ones are a bit hard. You will need to be creative with them, how you would run them, and like write your own scripts with them. So but for now we'll just be doing some really basic stuff. So if you remember the service, it was VSFTP D, right? There it is. So let's use one. And by the way, I didn't show this last time, but if you do show options, you can see what options are required for this thing to actually run. See, the required, it says no over here, but see, it needs something called the R host, which is the target host, which is if you come do over here and you do IPA, or if you use nmap and do something called nmap-sl, which can show you a bunch of targets you can scan. Only attack the ones you've been told to do on the pen test. Do not attack any other ones, because it will show you a bunch of people's stuff and you don't want to do that. So see there, it's 0.1, 0.241. So we'll clear that, jump back to our Kali screen, and we'll do set R host to 22.168.1.241, right? Once it's set, this one is very simple. Type run. It's there creating everything. This is why I left it last time. I didn't really want to show you the commands I would use, because the video is already long enough. But now that the session is created, as you can see down there, you can test it with. Very like simple. Who am I am root. You will never be root in a capture the flag. It is not that easy. You will have to do a lot of stuff to be root. It's just that this is metasploitable. Like the name itself says, exploitable. It's able to be exploited. So we'll clear this up. One thing you need to do when you open, like when you manage to get a terminal is, sorry, those are commands I'll show you. You'll need to run this. It's basically like a Python command that when you run it on the MSFConsole, you get this fully interactive console. Looks beautiful. You could just even come compare it with this one. See, right now we're in some place called vulnerable. So let's go back a bit. See, same thing. Now the purpose of this video is to show you how you can run commands from your attacking machine and make them appear on your target machine, which is the Metasploitable. So we should clear here, go back to home, cd msf admin, clear, and we should expect to see some stuff. I think this video will also be kind of short. Doesn't really need to be too long, because at this point it's more of how you go and interact with this thing by yourself, not how I do it. Like, everyone has a unique method of learning, so this is just how I prefer to teach, So the file that we closed earlier, it's called let's see, we need to open it. called fun commands, Metasploit fun commands. So we'll open those ones, and just a few commands to showcase over here. You can make the terminal output text just by running that command. It's gonna run a for loop 5 times. It will echo what in the for loop? It will echo the system watches you. Goes on, sleeps for 2 seconds. Once it finishes, it's done. Ready to see that in action? Because I am. Let's do it. There it goes. Sleeps for 2 seconds. Runs. You see, like, this is how powerful MSFConsole can be, because that itself does have a lot of uses. In fact, most of the time, when you manage to get to root, like, the system is yours, write up your report, go give out which vulnerability made it possible for you to reach root, and move on to the next pen testing target. Because I feel like when you enter this field, you would need to really just be active in the field daily. You wake up, you go do capture the flags. If you don't want to do capture the flags, go do actual real life jobs, which will take time, but when you get better, you will do them faster and all that. So now we need to make a file in the terminal. Let's see. I will also want to show you how to make users, but you can use your curiosity a bit there. So we'll make the file in the home field, in the admin. Then we'll call it this app.txt, and maybe it should be just that. So if we do that, sorry, it's not app.txt, it's actually /home/admin/app.txt. There we go. So if we come here, do ls, the file has appeared. What is it called? It's called app.txt. If we do sudo, remember the cat command from my earlier videos, .txt, ask me for the password, and oh my days, it's not hacker.txt. Sorry, ls sudo cat hacker.txt. Hello from the hacker. Simple, very, very simple, but there's so many. Maybe if you could, I don't really want to say it, but that can do a lot of cool stuff. Let alone reading a file. I mean, you could still, transfer a file, create your. I didn't say that. Don't worry about what I just said. So we'll remove that file and just remove it. And the next command we'll be running is these two. I actually haven't tested them, so they're actually quite interesting. I usually test them before I make a video, but it's the first time seeing what these two will be doing. So, didn't run. Do I have to go debug it, or that one ran into an issue? So, I missed this one. You can make the terminal make a countdown. So copy that, clear, do that, and it's counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bam. Also, if you saw what the last command was, be prepared. I want to show you what that command really does. And the video should end there. The other one, I don't really want to fix it. That would be too much work. But you can tell from the name itself, it will flash the sign warning 5 times. As simple as that. This is the power of having root access to a system you just broke. It's called creating a shell, and when you create this shell, most of the times it's called a reverse shell, meaning you manage to gain is it remote shell? I think it's a remote shell, not a reverse shell. So you manage to gain access and did your things. I'll show you how to privilege escalate when I'm doing a hack the box machine, probably in the next few days. So you should probably look forward to that. So now I'll get into the last command. We need to do something first. We will need to create a snapshot. What is a snapshot? From my Windows installation of a virtual machine. This is something you create when you want to do something that might destroy your system and you want to be safe. So snapshot name, let's call it version 1. So if I do anything and that thing comes and messes up my system, all I can do is go back to version 1 and the system is back to how it used to be, nothing ever happened. So why am I creating this, you're asking? Because of this last command. Very, very fun command, and should I explain? I think I'll explain it after it works. So let's say we were a user logged in here, right? 1 second, it's creating a snapshot. Let's wait for that to finish. Then once it finishes, it shall show you what happens when you run this command inside of the shell we created. Like, I've heard stories of people, rooting someone, and due to just pure hatred, they just run this command. Like, see, that is one of the worst things you could do to someone. But it's a very fun command. So let me just show you what it does real quick. Remember, this thing can only work when you are root. If you're not root, it won't work. And we just ran it. Damn. Should I have done something now? Still running. But do you see what it's trying to do? Look at that. Look at what's going on. So it's pin command not found. How? You see? Clear command not found. So ls nothing. Like, oh gosh, the system is going through it. All of these things say they cannot remove it, but a bunch of them got removed. Usually what this command should do is just wipe everything. Like, seriously, wipe everything. Turn whatever you just ran it on into nothing. If that system was running Linux, it will be empty completely. rm-rf means just remove everything. So it was a fun command. I just wanted to throw it in as a bonus, and I think I should exit out this now, because we just log out. At least that command works. Even here, I just abort this session. You click exit. Remember to always clear your terminal. Here it's refusing to exit. Like, it's actually like messed up. If I didn't create that snapshot, let's just say that would have been goodbye too. The virtual machine we just created, until I have to install it again and set it up and allocate those things and everything. So that's going to be it for today's video, just showing you how you can run commands once you get inside the shell, and what type of commands you can run. You can do so much more. Usually, let's say the best thing you should really do once you get to root isn't to do more, but like just report it, just end it there, end your pen test there, and submit your report. Anyhow, that would be all. MSFConsole is actually really fun. We will see how cool it can be when we're doing the boxes in the box. So that will be all for today, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.